Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing something different. I'm going to be recording a replay and doing some commentary on it. But the reason I'm doing this is because this game I thought was a very good game, even though it ended up in a draw. I did not record it while I was playing it, so instead of just uploading a quick replay at speed times 10, I'll do some commentary on it. Unfortunately, the game starts off with two people leaving on the other team. Blue 4 has several new players on the team, meaning that they're new to Wargame or Wargame Red Dragon. I'm going to switch to my view so I can show you what I'm seeing. So in the beginning, I don't have any units. I just have my CV and I'm going to bring it into Echo. This allows me to buy stuff in relationship to what Grid 4 buys as well, which turns out to be very useful for the beginning. So, already a few seconds into the game, and we see this massive air spam, which consists of bombers. I think this is another bomber, seed bomber, and then 2 air. So I go into my deck and purchase some air superiority fighters, which hopefully try to take out these bombers. I buy 2 KF-16Cs, which have 6 Fire and Forget MRAMs. Uh, 60% accuracy. They're very good, but they're somewhat expensive, and they lack any short range anti-air missiles, which is why I buy one of the peace bridges with the 6 infrared AIM-9Ms. This manages to take out 2 of the B5s, and I don't remember about the seed. I have the 2 KF-16Cs attack the first B5 because it's out of range of the peace bridge, and I'm gonna have the peace bridge attack the second B5. So that's 1 kill. This jet's going for the second B5. That kill. And these 2 jets get one of the seed, and the peace bridge gets the next bomber. I send him to evac, and this KF-16C gets killed by the 2 MiG-29s. That put me 610 points plus, and gave one guy 150 points. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose both of those jets later on, and I'm not going to be able to get any more points with those because of all of the air superiority jets are going to bring in. There's one of the jets I just lost. So here, You just saw a 4 stack of Legion 90. We have nothing to combat that. We have weasels, which will not be effective. We have 2 tanks on some things with autocannons. If we can get the Legion be spotted, these vehicles would be able to take them out. But unfortunately, these people aren't really working together, even though they're both in the TeamSpeak. But they're newer players. So he just lets out recon there, which would be very good. If those tanks were brought up earlier, they prevented the losers from dying. These vehicles are not going to be used. He brings them back. If we go into a neutral look, you'll be able to see that that's pretty much all that they have there. I brought up one set of infantry, the Hibok 90, because of their size and great anti-tank great anti-tank weapon. Look at what they have. They only have some infrared AA, 2 infrared AA HQ7s, and a 4 squad of Legion 90. We can't fight that with our Panzer Grenadiers. This person's gonna end up losing them. He doesn't know that they have to be regrouped in order for them to be inside the same block. I told him to split them up so they don't all get bombed at once. Everybody ends up losing that one. They only have they only have 1 tank back here, and then 2 CVs, 1 helicopter. Very weak, but we're even weaker because of that Legion 90. We have nothing to combat that anymore. Someone managed to bring some recon back here, but got pushed out. Let's go back to my view. So my Hawk was able to kill 1 jet. I don't remember if that was it. This guy did not know to reverse his vehicles, being a new player. Here I bring up an anti-air unit because of all the helicopters that have been flying around. I'm able to get these 2 30-point helicopters. Now, I see these Spetsnaz trying to move into these buildings, and I know that if they get into these buildings, there's a good chance that I won't be able to do anything about it. So I bring up both of my squads of infantry and want them to use their weapons to pick them off while they're out in the open and vulnerable, which does a very good job. But then he brings up his tanks and they start picking off from their health. Fortunately, I was able to kill them, but they get 1 shot off on my Maybo, so I bring them back. have him swap with the Mistrals. Go inside the same squad as the Spetsnaz, and be able to kill him. Now I see this Burntino moving up, and I want to be able to get them with my Hurong, so I move them into this forest. Hopefully I can hop around and kill it. They killed my Hawk while I was trying to rearm it. So I see the Burntino there, I get one shot off, it's stunned, and the next shot it kills. I tried to bring in another squad of Hurong, but they got ambushed. And I'm able to have them survive and bring them back. That was a good shot with a Nighthawk, I believe. Now, unfortunately, I lose the cargo there, but it continued going down this road. So, I shouldn't really have shot it, because I could have gotten it back. And since I saw this one travel down this road, I assumed that it would go down the road as well, if it tilted fast travel, but it didn't. It stopped, and then the enemy tried to use it, so I used that K-Bong to kill it. And then here they're firing another Burntino, which is why I told this squad to get off into this forest, but they didn't get out in time. Now here, these WZ-551s have a 25mm autocannon on the top, which is a very good gun. Comes with a Legion 90, and he's had these around from the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, I assumed that my LVTP would be able to get up there without a problem, but that was not the case. It gets blown up and the infantry dies. Here, this squad dies as well. I was hoping to be able to kill a few vehicles, and I was able to kill one, but I could not hop back in time and they were killed. Now, if I would have just waited a few more seconds, you see that these Panzer Grenadier 90s killed those vehicles. But they're gonna die to this anti-air unit. Then here my Mistrals died to 3 stack of Motostroki. Here, this unit, this person told this guy to move his units, but I told him that if he moved them, then they're dead, which they are dead anyway, but they have a greater chance of surviving if they don't move and stay hidden. Right here, this unit is amazingly close. These T-72s, but since they have exceptional stealth, they can't see them, even though they're so close. Now, if he would have moved back from here, it would have survived and would have been no problem. But he decides to roll straight through, and they're spotted and everything kills them. These Mulans do an amazing job. End up killing 2 of it, or even 3 of the tanks. Actually, not a small killed. The 3rd one. I purchased K1 because of its 17 in front armor, hoping that I would be able to take hits and deal some damage as well to lighter vehicles. Now these Rangers came in a 10-point transport, which gets destroyed by the cluster artillery, but they're able to survive undamaged because I told them to get out of their vehicle while they were taking cluster artillery fire. And they're able to scout a lot of enemy's units. Then I bring up a K1 to fight. I didn't see that tow kill that last tank, so I assume it's still there and eventually move on my K1. But I see that there's nothing there, and I just evacuated here. I got really lucky. Had the miss. Took an ATGM. I tried to turn, so my front armor hit would be pointed towards the ATGM. I don't remember if it hit the side or the front, but it ends up getting hurt to 1 unit of health. Took another ATGM from here. I reverse away from that, hopefully getting out of their range. And I was able to survive, and I just make my way back to base. This person microed his Patriot extremely well, and has kept it alive for a long part of the game, and resupplied. So we're slightly behind now. We have been behind a majority of the game, but we've been catching up. Here they try to bring in a CV, but because of that recon unit, we're able to see it, even though it stops inside the forest. It gets bombed. It also brings out that they have several other squads of infantry, which I end up artillerying, partying with my K9 Thunder that I purchased. That sole purpose of being able to hurt infantry and other units. So over here, Russo brings up 3 STRBs and is able to kill many units with them because of their really nice ETGMs. So here, he's unable to kill the Conquerors, but I'm able to get it with the K9 Thunder. So because of those 3 STRVs, we're now ahead in points. Even though he lost 2. And with only 2 minutes left on the clock, they can't really do much. It's almost guaranteed to be a draw anyway. But we're able to keep the lead and keep it at a draw. Let's game.